Hello and welcome to Mkoye Finance. My name is Sarah Dean and I'll be your tutor in this class. Today, I will take you through the guide on how and where you can escalate a complaint against your financial institution to the Central Bank of Nigeria if your institution fails to resolve your complaint within the timeline specified by the Consumer Protection Regulation. If after lodging your complaint, your bank still fails to engage you and resolve the complaint within 2 weeks or 30 days as the case may be, you have the right to escalate your complaint to the Consumer Protection Department of the Central Bank of Nigeria. You can only direct your complaints to the Consumer Protection Department upon the failure of your bank or financial institution to resolve your complaint within the 2 weeks timeline or 30 days as the case may be. You can contact the Consumer Protection Department through the following channels: by sending an email to cpd@cbn.gov.ng or sending a letter which is addressed to the Director, Consumer Protection Department, Central Bank of Nigeria, Central Business District, Abuja. You can submit your letter at the Central Bank of Nigeria head office or at any of the Central Bank of Nigeria branches nationwide. It is worthy of notice that the Central Bank of Nigeria deals with all financial related complaints so far as it is against financial institutions within its regulatory purview. To write an effective complaints letter, your complaint should be clear and concise to avoid any ambiguity. The complaint letter should contain, amongst other things, the following: the name, address, contact phone number and email of the complainant, the name of your financial institution, personal banking details such as account number, but do not include your PIN or passwords, history or date of the transaction in question, amount you have already claimed if any, and then attach relevant documents to support your claim and provide evidence to show that you have first lodged a complaint at the bank. You can also make further inquiries and obtain additional information on the complaints handling process of the Central Bank of Nigeria from the complaints unit of your financial institution or bank or from the Central Bank of Nigeria offices nationwide. Here's a sample complaint letter that you can send to the Central Bank of Nigeria if your bank fails to resolve your complaint within the stipulated timeline. Feel free to edit this letter to suit your situation. Just remember, before you can submit a complaint to the Central Bank of Nigeria, you have to lodge it with your bank first, and if it's not resolved within the stipulated timeline, then you can submit a complaint to the Central Bank of Nigeria. For guidance on how to lodge a complaint with your bank, check out my video on how to lodge a complaint with your bank. I have posted a link to the video in the comments section. One other possible channel to submit your complaint to the Central Bank of Nigeria is through its website. So when you open your browser, you type in www.cbn.gov.ng/contacts/complaints and you hit enter and it takes you directly to this form. On the first part, you enter your personal information, details of the complaint and information on the bank or financial institution branch you are complaining against. Then here, you enter the nature of the complaint. And lastly, you provide details of submitting a complaint to the bank and any feedback you got. Before you submit, you need to come back up here and upload the supporting documents to your complaints. If after you submit you have any update, for example, the bank contacts you with some more information, you can come back and update or add supporting information to your complaint by clicking on this link here and imputing the reference number, tracking number, and your email. And lastly, you can always come back here and check the status of your complaint by clicking the link and imputing your email, the tracking number, and the reference number, then click on Get Status. If you have any other question regarding submitting a complaint to the Central Bank of Nigeria, feel free to email your questions to inquiries@mkoyefinance.com and we will do our best to answer them. And this brings us to the end of this video segment. If you have learned anything new today, please drop a comment, like, and subscribe to my channel in your quest towards understanding the banking services in Nigeria and ultimately understanding your rights as a bank customer. See you in the next video.